po ha, yung hanggang umabot ng hanggang Saba. Ano paki-describe lang po?
Sorry po, hindi ko intindi po.
Please.
Oh, yung tama lang po.
Okay, tama lang. DOJ Secretary, meron po kami duda doon sa inyong salaysay na nanggaling po sa...
What about Wesley Guo? And lastly po, anong posisyon ng executive doon sa reported na swap request ng Indonesian government?
Yes, Madam Chair, good afternoon. Regarding sa investigation as to who helped the Guos, right now po, we're still waiting for the results from the NBI and PAOK. But with regard to the request for possibly prisoner exchange, we have an existing treaty with Indonesia. We could accommodate such requests if formally made. But right now, no such request has been done by Indonesia. So still, these are unverified reports pa po.
All right. Salamat for the update. Lastly, yung kay Wesley Guo, may any sighting? Siya na lang yung huling pinaghahanap pa?
Yes, Madam Sen. Actually, we're still waiting for
NBI and
information from PAOK and NBI, Madam Sen.
All right. Salamat, Attorney. Salamat, Attorney. So, before the chair and to Senator JV, I wish to share that the executive session has surfaced a clear link to Mayor Kalugay of Suwal, Pangasinan. Kaya I really, really hope that the good mayor will make himself available when he is called. Wag po sanang bigla kayong umalis sa bansa, Mayor. All right. So now...
And having said
yes,
that, Madam Chair, please forgive me for reiterating this plea and appeal to all our government authorities. Napakasakit po isipin na ang isang fugitive sa Pilipinas, mahuhuli lamang pag lumabas ng bansa dahil napakadali lumabas ng bansa. Let it be a lesson to our PNP, Coast Guards, Bureau of Immigration, at iba pang mga government agencies because this is not something we should all be proud of. Nakakahiya po tayo. Sampal po sa ating lahat ito. And yung binabanggit ngayon ni Senrisa, marami na ho kaming nakukuhang impormasyon, ang committee na ito, ang Senado, and ayaw naman namin na ma-delay na naman dahil makakaalis na naman ng bansa easily at sasabihin na naman na hindi alam na sila ay mga persons of interest. Salamat po, Madam Chair.
Salamat, Sen Joel. So the chair now recognizes Sen JV for his questions.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Anyway, we received information, the Secretariat, that yung mga taga-PAOK, they're attending the budget hearing in the other house. Baka nakalimutan nila, may budget hearing din tayo next week ng Office of the President, which usually, Madam Chair, as of courtesy, breezes through. But this time, I am thinking, considering to ask that the PAOK's budget be deferred because this is a clear disrespect to this committee. Diba? It's very important. This is a very important investigation and sila po yung nasa one of the primary agencies that is really active here. And likewise, Madam Chair, next week, no, OP budget. So if they do not show up before 5, I might move that their budget be deferred. Yung OP, papasa po natin, it does attach agencies. Because ang worry ko lang po dito, Madam Chair, like you, I have doubts on the narration of Michelle Go and the PAOK's narrative, yung pong naginamit po nila yung through boats, no? Small boat, fishing boat, hanggang papunta po ng Sabah. And then that's why I would like to ask NBI later on, kahit po konti, no? Kahit hindi po tapos, yung pong kanina pong initial investigation.
Madam Chair, with the indulgence of my good friend, Senator JV, the whereabouts of PAOK, we mean to say, Madam Chair, there is no representative here from PAOK? That is unbelievable. I mean, that is really unbelievable. In a budget hearing, lahat sila pupunta doon at wala ni isa ipadadala to represent PAOK here in the Senate.
Salamat, Sen Joel. And with the further indulgence of Sen JV, I wish to make of record, sulat po for the Executive Director ng PAOK, na si Director Winston John Romero Casio, their letter dated September 5. So ngayong araw, hoping that it will be acceptable to the subcommittee. Dear Honorable Ontiveros, peace be unto you. On behalf of the Executive Director, Undersecretary Gilbert D.C. Cruz, allow me to convey our inability to attend the legislative public hearing of your esteemed committee due to an equally pressing matter that we need to address as a result of our recent rescue operation in Lapu-Lapu City. Due to the limited number of personnel detailed and assigned to the commission, the 2 directors privy to the anti-scam hub operations are currently unavailable. We would make ourselves available in the next public hearing on this matter. Be assured of our continuing commitment to public service. Allow me to convey our gratitude in advance. And additionally, at this point, Sen. Joel, in relation to the manifestation made earlier by Sen. JV, very well noted po ng chair the matter in relation to yung upcoming budget hearing ng PAOK. We will make efforts. The chair requests the COMSEC to ask PAOK if it is really physically impossible for them to come back today from Lapu-Lapu City. Perhaps at least one of the 2 directors could be available online.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's just that I wanted to put this on record, Madam Chair, that not a single person would represent PAOK in this very important investigation. We don't have a session today because of this hearing. We were supposed to have a Thursday session. It's raining outside, flooded all over. We are all here working. But PAOK doesn't have any representative, not one, who would be able to represent PAOK for the Senate. I'm warning all of the government agencies. Baka hindi nyo alam kung anong Senado. And it's a sign of disrespect, I have to say. And I joined the gentleman from San Juan for the deferral of their budget, Madam Chair. If I am not accepting the letter that was sent today, Madam Chair, today, that no one, not a single person would represent PAOK in this investigation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Sen. Joel. Not one of the 2 directors, but it's only fair for the subcommittee to insist that someone from the PAOK be present and or at least one of the 2 directors online from Lapu-Lapu City. Sen. JV, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Anyway, magandang hapon, Sheila, no? Huwag ka mag-alala, hindi po ako mainit, kaya sana isagutin mo ako ng tama at maayos. Kasi marami rin kilalang go na makilala kong go kasi alam lahat eh. Ikaw lahat, hindi mo alam. Hopefully this time, tatanungin ko lang, gusto ko lang liwanagin, no? Yung pong salaysay. So nagsimula yung salaysay nung sinundo kayo sa farm, sa Bamban, bumiyahe ng 4-5 oras, tama, no? Tapos sumakay sa Porto, tapos sumakay na small boat. Ang tanong ko lang po kasi ang sabi ng PAOK, parang pareho sa istorya mo, sumakay ng Porto, doon po, nasabit nga kasi po, Madam Chair, that's why I'm also concerned. Napunta rin po ko sa Emon Pulo, no? Kilala ko po si Mr. Raymond Longquillo. And yung pong access doon, siguro tanong ko lang si Raymond Longquillo, ang access ba sa Emon Pulo ay meron bang land access doon? O paano ba ang pagpunta sa Emon Pulo?
Mr. Longquillo.
Good afternoon po, Mr. Chair. Ang Emon Pulo po, you have to ride the boat. Wala po kaming, Mr. Chair, ng land access. So, if you're coming from SBMA or Pundakit, yun po ang access po natin papunta pong Emon Pulo via boat. Pag po nagta-travel po kayo ng mga 30 to 35 knots, siguro po abutin po tayo ng mga 35 to 40 minutes po ang biyahe from either SBMA or Pundakit po, Mr. Chair.
So ang access to Emon Pulo is through boat or chopper? Kasi ang sabi nyo, si Alice Go kanina, by chopper silang pumunta. Dalawa lamang, walang land access.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ang worry ko lang, Madam Chair, that's why I wanted PAOK to be here, because ang kanila pang istorya ay sa Emon Pulo, sumakay. In fact, sabi ni Mr. Casio noon, nakikinig po ako sa inyo eh, kaya nga hindi na ako nag-attend sa hearing. With the able stewardship of the chair and si Sen. Win, Sen. Joel, maayos na eh. Kaya lang, nabahala ako sa statement ni Mr. Casio ng PAOK na sabi na galing sa Emon Pulo, in fact, nagpunta ang kanilang agents doon, at meron yatang record, no, si Mr. Ronquillo, na nagpunta ang PAOK doon, August 2. Diba? Tama ba?
Yes po, Mr. Chair. August 2 po sila nagpunta.
Ang sabi ni Mr. Casio, 1 hour and a half lang ay hindi nakaalis na si Mayor Alice Go at hindi nila inabutan. Yun ang kanyang salaysay. Pero ang tanong ko lang, siguro sa PNP can confirm, Mr. Ronquillo earlier said that August 1, dahil nga sa duda, sinamahan po niya ang regional, kung sinong official ng PNP from Region 3, pumunta po ng Emon Pulo to make an inspection. Sino pa pwede sa PNP?
General Salvador.
General?
Yes po, based on the report from the Directorate for Intelligence, may validation pong ginawa doon. At based doon nga po sa revelations nila na talagang based na rin doon sa statement po ni Mr. Ronquillo.
So sumama po talaga, General Salvador. May opisyal ng Region 3 that went to Emonpulo, kasama po si Raymond Ronquillo.
Yes po, meron po.
August 1, no?
August 1
That was
po.
August 1. And then PAOK went August 2. Ang ano ko lang doon, tapos ang sinabi ni Mr. Casiot, 1 hour and a half lang, umalis na po, no? Na late daw sila. Eh nandun na po ang PNP na August 1, hindi ba sila nakipag-coordinate sa'yo na hindi nila alam na nagkaroon na kayo ng inspection, nag-coordinate ba ang PAOK sa PNP?
Wala pong report ng PRO3 as to the coordination po ng PAOK.
Okay, salamat po. Siguro matanong ko lang din ng Coast Guard. Meron ba tayong monitoring? Is there a monitoring ng mga barko na dumadaan sa atin, no, fishing vessels, anyway, yung big, alam na natin yung mga maliliit na mga sea vessels, no, mga speedboats, hindi na natin na ano yan eh. Pero yung mga bigger ships, no, don't we have a way to monitor? Ang pagkakaalam ko ay meron tayong automatic identification system, tama ho ba? Sa bawat vessels ay required para alam nyo po ang registration, alam nyo po kung saan itong bansa na nakarehistro, etc. Yung information. Sige po,
Vice Admiral Punsalan.
po. Thank you, Madam Chair, Your Honor. Doon po sa automatic identification system, meron pong regulation na ang certain ships, particularly 500 gross tons for 300 gross tons for passengers above, tsaka 500 gross tons above for cargo, kinakailangan po meron silang AIS transponder at nag-emit po ito ng signal. Ang Coast Guard po, ang mga other agencies, may capability rin po to track this. We have sea vision systems bilang halimbawa para makita at ma-monitor po natin ito.
so during those times, no, yung kasi ang salaysay po ng Mimi Silago, sila po yung sumakay ng malaking vessel, no, ang papuntang Sabah. Wala bang kahina-hinala or suspicious na movement or any record of whatsoever na meron ho talagang from galing Zambales, pumunta ng Mindanao hanggang po sa Sabah?
Coincidentally po, right after the hearing, nag-initiate po yung mga units po natin to determine and backtrack on the movement of ships. If I'm not mistaken, there were 5 merchant ships. Ito po yung mga cargo vessels po na malalaki with very high freeboards na na-monitor po natin, and we have records for that, and we can submit to this August body, to the committee, for just to manifest that we have such a capability to track. But this type of vessel, we are still uncertain with the type of the big boat. The big boat po. Kaya nga po, we also wish that we can get answers to mga katanungan kung ano yung experiences during the transferring, if indeed the allegations are true, Madam
Opo.
Chair.
Anyway, sabi to the committee, at least we have that way, Madam Chair, to verify through the AIS, meron pa tayong capability to track the movements and the routes of the different vessels that traverse the country. So pakisabit na lang po sa committee.
Please do that, Vice Admiral. And JV colleagues, PAOK Director Tasio is from the subcommittee. Please proceed, JV.
Miss Silago, siguro habang inaantay natin si Mr. Casio mag-online, siguro pwede yung nakikinig naman po ko dun sa inyong mga salaysay. Anyway, gusto ko lang siguro malaman, yung pong sinakyan nyo ba vessel, fishing boat o merchant ship, yung malaking barko yung hanggang umabot ng hanggang Sabah, ano paki-describe lang po?
Sorry po, hindi ko intindi po.
Anong itsura nung barko na inyong sinakyan papunta po ng Sabah? Yung malaking
Malaki po.
malaki, no? O ano ba siya pang
Ang
isla?
una-akit ko kasi, hindi ko sure kung yung kulay kung silver o gray. May nakita ko yung panghuli na fish, yung maliit lang na doon sa gilid. Then, diretso na kami pasok sa ilalim na may isang kwarto. Yun lang.
So, siya, parang fishing vessel.
Hindi
Pang
ko
isda.
masabi masabi kung ano yung
Hindi, kasi ang ko lang dito, Madam Chair, siyempre, kung kayo po nila Mayor Alice Go, kung sanay sa komportableng buhay, no, hindi naman kayo mahirap. Ang pagkakalam ko sa mga fishing vessels, talagang yan, no, hindi yan komportable. No, kung meron man kwartong kapitan, maliit siguro. At ano po ang itsura niya? Merong mga Madumi ba? Maayos? Maganda? Anong pakilian ng larawan?
Tama lang po, hindi siya marumi, hindi din siya malinis.
Pero yung inyong,
Wala po siya lahat.
hindi siya madumi, hindi rin malinis.
O yung tama lang po.
Okay, tama lang.
Sa tingin ko, tama lang po.
Okay, yung pong kwarto, isang kwarto lang kayo lahat.
Opo.
Kayo lahat kasya
Opo.
doon.
Opo.
So yung, kasi po ngayon ay, Madam Chair, this is a habagat season, no? Very choppy yung waters. So kaya nga, nagdududa rin ako paano aabot ng unless talagang trawler ito para umabot ng Saba. Kamusta po ang biyahe nyo? Maalon ba?
O maalon po.
Maalon.
Nahihilo ako
Nahilo kayo?
O nahihilo ako sa dagat.
Okay, so hanggang saan kayo umabot? Doon sa Saba na, no? Tama? Doon lang yung base sa iyong salaysay?
Sa pagdating kami, maliit lang yung pool. Pagdating kami doon, sempen na ang alam ko.
Lumipat pa kayo ng maliit na boat ulit.
Oo.
No, yun ang dumaong. Kasi Mr. Casio, nandiyan ba, is he online?
Director
Director
Casio,
Casio.
pakibuksan yung video nyo para makita kayo ni Sen JV at naming lahat.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Mobile lang po.
Ay, Director
Good afternoon,
Casio,
Director.
thank you for this effort because I really wanted to ask you because like the chair, even the DOJ Secretary, meron po kami duda doon sa inyong salaysay na nanggaling po sa Zambales, sumakay ng boat. No? Kayo yung sa PAOK, yung sa NBI at DOJ po galing sa South. So ano ba, do you still stand by your narrative na yung po sa inyong investigation na sumakay po ng isang porto bandang Zambales, papunta po ng Saba?
Honorable Ernesto. During the last public hearing po ng subcommittee, we already recanted, so to speak, our information because we received the information initially, Mr. Chair, July 14, that apparently a report from assets within the resorts intimated to us that a person in the likeness of Ms. Guo supposedly arrived in Emon Pulo on July 14 po. Then, pinavalidate po namin iyon and then our asset continued to hold on to the assertion na nandun pa po siya talaga sa lugar na iyon. Kaya lang, tama po, the operation was, the mission order was implemented by the Bureau of Immigration and some elements from the armed forces with the coordination of PAOK on August 2 na po. No? So, a few weeks after the supposed sighting. Then during the last hearing, it was made public yung timeline ng mga events that supposedly point to the
Director Casio, pwede kaya kayong tumabi sa yung saksakyan nyo na hindi mobile para stable ang signal?
Siguro while waiting, Madam Chair,
Yes,
for
proceed,
Director Casio.
through the questionable tool to state
Director Casio, siguro, ang ko lang, Madam Chair, Director Casio, siguro tumabi muna kayo. No?
Ma'am, sige lang po. Hanap po kami
Ayan, okay na.
ng paparkingan. Park muna
Sige
tayo.
Okay, salamat Director.
Ayan, mukhang okay naman eh. Director Casio, okay
Sen
na kayo?
JV.
Mukhang nag-park pa. Anyway, siguro sa NBI or DOJ can answer. The DOJ Secretary Remulla doubts the story of Sheila Go.
Yes, sir.
Yung
Nakapark po kami.
Nakapark na kayo, Director Casio?
Sige, Director Casio, pakiayusin muna yung connection nyo and then come
Good
back
back.
online. Opo.
Sige, anybody from NBI, siguro, NBI, Attorney Jerome Bomediano.
Yes.
I know that as you mentioned earlier, nagtanong si Madam Chair, you are still in the process of completing your investigation. Pero initially, even the DOJ Secretary said he doubted yung pong istorya na galing po ng Norte. Ang sa kanila po, ang tingin nyo po ay galing sa southern backdoor to the south. No? Do you confirm this, Attorney?
During the last hearing, Madam Chair, Your Honor, our director mentioned that may info nga na sa South tumaan. So, that's why we are validating all this information na nakuha namin. Tapos, nag-coordinate na rin kami sa lahat ng foreign counterparts natin para ma-establish talaga natin kung paano siya lumabas dito sa bansa.
So sa NBI, mas kayo sa southern backdoor and the DOJ? Initially, we do not want to model the issue. Mamaya, because of this confusion, kaya nga medyo na ano inamin naman po kanina ni Director Casio na nag-recant siya. Pero, the truth of the matter, nilabas niya na yung istorya. So, namamadel, natatakpan natin yung katotohanan. And in the process, baka mamaya, yung mga talagang perpetrators, those who aided Alice Go, Sheila Go, and company, will go unscathed, no? So, that's the last thing we want. We want to bring to justice not only the Go sisters, but those who aided, para hindi na ho ito mangyari, Madam Chair, in the future. And serve as a lesson that government officials or whoever who aid in trying to cover up for or to escape, no, for criminals, talagang dapat managot din po, no, in this in what is happening. Nakakalungkot po talaga, no, na talaga imposibleng wala hong tumulong sa kanila, and that's what we want to find out in this investigation. So si Director Casio, is he online already?
Director Casio? Offline pa rin po siya, Sen JV. When he comes back
Yes,
online.
yes, Madam
tuloy
Chair,
yung tanong sa
probably
kanya.
we'll just wait when he is available online.